burden of greatness can be overwhelming, but it also inspires athletes to new heights.
Michael Jordan came flying out of the sky.
Oh, what a move by Jordan! The mantle of NBA's best player has been worn by number 23 of the Chicago Bulls for a decade. It was a heavyweight until he led them to championship glory. But now in his footsteps comes the Pistons' Grant Hill. In only his second season, Hill has taken on the aura of a blossoming NBA superstar. Can he take Detroit back to championship form? Today, the NBA's present meets its future. Thorpe going at Rodman, off to the double pump. And the tip by Reed. And again, Thorpe posting up. Notice Thorpe and the Pistons. And here's Harper for three. Ron Harper got in front. 19-8 in that game, but the Pistons. Strong goal by Reed. Pistons have won 4, while the Bulls with 10 straight wins. Michael Jordan on his first field goal.
To the goal.
Reed. Well, Don Reed with
Dennis Rodman. Doug Collins wants to neutralize as much as possible.
And Grant Hill.
And Dennis Rodman
puts the move on Hill. Rejected as Reed came over to help. Kept alive by Longley. Here's Jordan. Pistons 12, the Bulls.
He's been a terrific creator. Here's Scottie Pippen trying to make Grant Hill work on defense, and terrific help, but by too many people. And then the ball loose to Longley, who found Michael Jordan. And because Scottie's doing so much of the work, it enables him. Lindsey Hunter shooting 41% from beyond the arc, better than he is inside.
And Harper with the bucket and through the foul. So the Bulls
will get that transition from turnovers. This was after a made basket, a made three-pointer no less. And the
of a stretch, playing 3 games in 4 days. Houston firing. Off-balance jumper by
back, and that's why he walked.
And now Pippen with the jump shot. So the Bulls lead.
Michael Jordan work on defense.
Thorpe with the rebound, puts it up. Look at that. Rebound rest, rejected by Long.
For the Pistons, with Otis Thorpe having all kinds of problems getting off the floor. Terrific defensive play there by
5 shots. Hill. Beautifully done. The spinning move.
Jump shot. He said, that little shot right there, he said, I know I have that. He said, but I know I can beat my man off the dribble. And
9 and 13. Throwing up a facial. And the Bulls now not a bad group. Well, Ron Harper back on the floor. Up front, Dumars and Hill at the guards. Thorpe fighting off a double team.
Well, that's the way the ball game started.
Thorpe again facing the double team. Nice pass for Ratliff. The basket counts. And a foul.
Relationship and help the coaching situation with the rest of the club.
And Scottie Pippen buries the three-pointer.
He's the point guard on this team.
And here is Hunter shooting. He's been hitting from downtown. Shot clock down at 2. Houston. Otis Thorpe on the follow.
For a scoop.
And here is Kerr, chased by Hunter. Who gets the block? Now Kerr, rebounded by Thorpe. Well,
see Hunter.
Thorpe. On the Pistons.
Steve Kerr on the fly pattern, looked over his shoulder, knew he was in trouble, tried the reverse to avoid getting blocked.
Longley and Pippen up front, Jordan and Kerr at the guards. Here is Jordan using the pick. So Michael with 13, with 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Longley with a strong move set up by Rodman.
Beautiful, and Rodman seeing the floor so well. He had 10 assists.
First ever, also hit a 3-point shot, and you can see the passing ability there as he spotted Luke Longley.
And Dennis,
it's the most fun he's had since his glory days here with the Pistons. Jordan, yes, and the foul.
At a time on the perimeter here, eyeing Joe Dumars as if he was going to drive to the basket, and you still always have to respect the drive of Michael. And
Michael Jordan hit
Team anchored, of course, by the best in the business, Dennis Rodman.
That's a three for Jordan. Michael Jordan. A minute and a half gone by in the third. Grant Hill with 12 points.
Take the threes when they're there, drive it to the goal if they get up into you.
Pippen, and that's a three-pointer. Scotty field goal, he's 4 of 5, is 8 points. And another three.
Oh, they taste it. They feel it.
63-45. Scotty Pippen obviously is all right.
A couple of steals, couple of blocked shots, and scored 8 points as well.
Beautiful move. Jordan getting down to the line, drew the foul. Yes, and it counts. He put the fake on Houston.
Well, you can't get back into a game when you're a little bit slow in transition defense, as Allen Houston finally got there, and it was almost
minutes remaining. I should say 5 minutes gone by in the third as the alley-oop works for Hill. 16 on the road. Pippen for three. Scottie Pippen is one of the prettier jumpers in the NBA. Harper for three.
That they bring you, especially Michael and Scotty, because they're so great and they know that they can do whatever they want to do out on the floor.
You know, make his move further in broadcasting. Hill very quick to beat Longley and Hills. Here's Scottie Pippen. And the Bulls now lead by 18. This is a busy week. Curve from Kukoc. Down to 2 and 4.
he anticipates every shot to be missed. He's always thinking about position.
Hill with 20 points. Chased by Jordan, taking all the way. Yes, and it counts. And that was Grant. Jordan trailing him, looking for the reach-in to knock it away, and then Hill able to soar over Wennington. Michael Jordan, it is to just try and step in. At the guards, although Hill handles the ball for the most part, up front with Ratliff and Thorpe. This time, Thorpe does convert and the foul.
Now, Dickie Simpkins just tried to put the arms into him and push and lean, but nice pivot move by Otis Thorpe as he put the drop step on him to the...
Good defensive work again by the Pistons. Jordan, oh, beautiful turnaround by Michael Jordan with the post up on Dumars. Had to throw it out. Shot clock at 4. Down to 2. Kukoc. Tony Kukoc. 3-point line. Nice pass. A look away from Houston. Just set up Ratliff.
Creator, he has to do too much, and it's not going to work.
Yes, and it counts. Jordan doing it to Grant.
Here's that post up again, this time backing in a little bit, but you still see the fadeaway, and it makes sense against a good defensive player like Grant Hill. He hasn't been complaining about being the 6th man this year. You can't when you're 33-3.
Another three-pointer.
It wasn't that clear-cut dominant player team. You know, you had a lot of players that brought in a different type of talent that made that.
Michael is diplomatically saying we are not as strong in the middle as we were, as Dickie Simpkins finished one off when we had Bill Cartwright and Scott Williams and Stacy.
As well as they have played, and Michael made the point as we were talking about this earlier, Scottie Pippen with 22 points. They have not won the championship.
Of course, but nobody will let them do that yet because everybody wants to talk about it 3 months into the season. And can you win? I don't think he's going to be out there too much longer.
Dumars. And the Bulls now lead 109.
Nance used to do that quite a bit. A lot of the good shot blockers block off the ball, coming over to help out. Nice move inside by Jason Caffey. He has not gone to the non-title.
No, it has been strongly advised that not to do that.